ladies and gentlemen, boys, girls, back again, another X Views. Here we get into Billie Eilish getting older. So this is the first song on Happier Than Ever. We did When We All Fall Asleep, Where Do We Go? That was her debut album. Now this is her second one. She releases 2021. So we're gonna see how different it is, what the evolution is, because just off the covers alone, it's like dark and light. So we'll see how the music changes. But we're gonna jump right into it. Hope you're having a good day. Come by with your boy.
I'm getting older, I think I'm aging well. I wish someone had told me I'd be doing this by myself. There's reasons that I'm thankful, there's a lot I'm grateful for. But it's different when a stranger's always waiting at your door. Which is ironic, cause the stranger seemed to want me more than anyone before.
That's real.
Too bad they're usually deranged. Last week I realized I crave pity. When I retell a story, I make everything sound worse. Can't shake the feeling that I'm just bad at healing. And maybe that's the reason every sentence sounds rehearsed. Which is ironic, because when I wasn't honest, I was still being ignored. Begging for attention, just to get an affection. Now we're estranged. Things I once enjoyed just keep me employed now.
Damn.
Things I'm longing for.
Kind of sad.
Someday I'll be bored of. It's so easy that we care so much until we don't. I'm getting older, I've got more on my shoulders, but I'm getting better at admitting when I'm wrong. I'm happier than ever, at least that's my endeavor, to keep myself together and prioritize my pleasure. Cause to be honest, I just wish that what I promised would depend on what I'm given, not on his permission. Wasn't my decision to be abused. Things I once enjoyed just keep me employed now.
That's kind of sad.
Things I'm longing for. Someday I'll be bored of. It's so weird that we care so much until we don't. But next week I hope I'm somewhere laughing for anybody asking. I promise I'll be fine. I've had some trauma, did things I didn't wanna, was too afraid to tell ya, but now I think it's time.
Hey, what's going on? Don't mean to interrupt or anything. I don't like advertisements any more than you do, but if you like merchandise such as this shirt and you want to cop this shirt, yes, this is my shirt. You can go ahead and click the link in the description down below where I have all my merchandise. I'm going to go ahead and scroll it right here. You can see all my merchandise. If you want to see any of that, you want to buy any of that, support your boy, support the channel, you can click in the link in the description down below. Okay, I'll see you later. Let's get back to the video. Love you guys. Okay, bye. Okay, the song as a whole by itself, not going to be playing it back. I don't think that's what this song is intended for. It's a great opener to a project for sure, especially coming from her last project. So this, she has more of an acknowledgement more of a self-awareness. She knows what's going on. She knows what she's doing. She knows some of the mistakes that she's done and why she's done some of these things, like lied for attention and stuff like that. And like she just kind of craves pity at times, which I think a lot of this stuff's relatable. Like, for example, it has felt good in the past, you know, when you're telling a story and people are like, oh, that's so bad. There's a little bit of that like comfort that you get when you tell something that happens, when you tell somebody something that bad has happened to you or whatever, and they're like, oh man, I'm sorry. And it's like, it makes you feel better. So I can understand how some people might embellish your story or make it seem worse or even lie, you know, just to get a little bit more of that like pity and stuff. So she's acknowledging a lot of things here. She's also saying, you know, she's getting older, and so she's handling things a little bit better, and she's also more aware of this stuff. Some of the sad stuff in here, though, is like the things that she once enjoyed now just keep her employed. So I'm going to assume that's about music and creating, right? So she used to love making music. She used to love writing and singing and just kind of being herself. And now that's turned more into a job, right? And that's the caveat to becoming an artist, is something that you love so much. You love to create, you love to write, you love to produce, you love all this stuff, whatever. Once you put it out there in the world for everybody to see and judge, it can change the way you look at that whole process of creation, right? And it can change the feeling of it, because it's no longer like yours. You're sharing it with people. So that kind of comes with the job, and it does suck, because something that you just love to do, that's almost kind of like this hobby that turns into a profession. That's something that you once enjoyed, turns you into something that keeps you employed. So a lot of times I'm sure she feels that weight on her shoulders of like, man, I have to make it this certain way. I have to create it, and these people have to enjoy it this way, and blah, blah, blah. It's like being in the spotlight, especially at such a high level, right? Like that is all amplified. Another thing is, you know, she said something about strangers being on her door, and those are the people that love her the most, which is ironic because they're strangers, and she's talking about fans, but the people that show up on her door are the deranged fans, or the stands, or the people that are just like way too obsessed, right? That's not good. But it's just funny how she's saying it's ironic because, you know, people in my life that are supposed to love me, friends, family, whatever, I feel like these people that have never met me before, these crazy fans, love me more than people that have known my whole life, which is a deep lyric. Like, that's pretty crazy when you think about it, right? Because there's obsessed fans out there of all artists that are just obsessed to the point of like delusion, and they love an artist so much, and they've never met them. They don't know anything about them. It's just a weird like idolization of celebrities. But anyways, that's a whole nother thing. So the song itself, she sounds good. Obviously the vocals are nice. The writing is good, very poetic, but also very easy to understand. And it's a great opener. I think this is a great opener for the project, because she did say she was happier than ever. So she's realized all this stuff, but she's coming of age. And so she's learning to mature and navigate and handle these things in an older way, right? Like a more mature, responsible way. And she's saying, hey, don't get it twisted. Like, I'm happier than ever. Like, I love my life. I'm just, you know, being honest and upfront and venting and saying, you know, what I'm going through and stuff. But at the end of the day, absolutely thankful and love my life. So very good opener to the project. And it is a little bit different. The sound overall is a little bit different than some of the other stuff I've gotten from Billie. With the previous project before this seems a little bit lighter, right? As far as the instrumentation and the overall vibe, it's not as dark. And even like the picture right here that we have and the album cover itself, you know, like everything is just kind of lighter and brighter. So we'll see what happens, but nice intro song. That'll do it for today's reaction video. Hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, leave a like, leave a comment down below. It helps the channel grow, helps the YouTube algorithm. If you're new here and you haven't done so, hit that subscribe button. I drop a video every day. If you're not new here, welcome back. Appreciate love and support. You know what to do. Leave some comments down below. Let me know your thoughts and opinions. If you're a fan of Billie, be sure to support Billie. Always support the artist or the content you enjoy. So with all that being said, hope you're having a great day. Sending positive vibes your way. And until next time, I'm out.
Ride for you if you ride for me. Wanna win your heart, I'm trying to play for keeps. You ain't gotta worry, put your trust in